I grew up in a small town of Pemberton and then Whistler as well. It was great. Heavily into sports, friends, small community, so you know everybody. Kind of over the years, especially with, I guess we would say, a party city in Whistler, you definitely start drinking, hanging out with your friends, and then with all the tourists. 18, 19, I was definitely experimenting with different substances. I did smoke marijuana for many years. But yeah, no, more into the harder stuff into my 20s. I worked in multiple restaurants, so it was kind of hand in hand after working a nice long shift, an ice cold beer. Ice cold beer leads to the next thing, right? You know? Oh, I lost multiple jobs throughout my 20s. Not showing up for work, maybe being drunk still from the night before at work. Rock bottom was definitely, I ended up in the ICU. I spent over a month with pseudocysts on my pancreas, and I had pancreatitis, and I had a tear in my esophagus from drinking. And yeah, within 2 months, I was back drinking. And it got bad really quick. Once I did that, I was drinking more than I was drinking before. I was using other substances, and that's kind of when it clicked. A lot of self-pity on myself, so and people around me they saw what I was doing to myself and what I have done, and I felt alone, so I felt the need to fill that void with self-medicating. When you're looking at alcohol as medicine, it's when you realize you're like, maybe something has got to give.
Too many days in the darkness without a glimpse of the light.
Turning point was a master plan, I guess. What's up with not even me knowing it. I believe that at the end of anyone's addiction, you're on your own, feeling lonely, feeling that nothing is attainable, nothing is in your reach. And all of a sudden, you're in a house or a facility and you have this support by fellow people. Little things, making your bed every day, having chores for the house to upkeep, having a job duty as well. All these little kind of stepping stones that you forget. You might have had these before, but towards the end of anyone's addiction, you definitely cleanliness and all these types of things that most people think that are just common sense, they're out the window, right? So once you kind of grasp that you're feeling a bit better, you accomplished doing the dishes today without yelling at someone. Today was a good day because I couldn't do that last week. Because you have 10 people around you holding you accountable for your action. And one of those things where a user can see your BS, So it's one of those things where it almost makes you stronger to being closer to the people that you're living with, I guess. Exercise was a big part of my recovery, I wasn't in the best of shape before. I worked in multiple kitchens. I was a bit of an alcoholic, so the weight was definitely on. So I wanted, if I'm going to change my life, I might as well change everything that I'm doing, and just that little bit of structure of 3 days a week turned into, let's say, a healthy lifestyle that I did not expect. I moved out after 18 months. It was in 2001 I moved out. No, I got a job in the cafe on the ground floor of Stories. I'm the manager now of Stories Cafe. I think if it wasn't for Turning Point, my life would be drastically different, and every day I'm appreciative for what they have done for me and others.